time for them to live in their nice houses, Abi. God did not say Abi, but you know. Hello guys, welcome to Say a Prayer Ministries. I'm Chioma, and today I'm going to be summarizing the book of Haggai. But in case you're just joining us for the first time and you're just seeing a video like this for the first time, Say a Prayer Ministries, we came up with a goal at the beginning of the year to finish all the books of the Bible before this year ends. So we've done Genesis down to Zephaniah, and today we are going to continue with Haggai, and after that we'll have just 2 books and we are done. So the previous topic, or the previous video that went up, which was on Zephaniah, Benny did an amazing job with it. She talked about how the Israelites went on exile. They were in the land of Babylon, they were on exile, and how they were worshiping different gods, and then worshiping God at the same time, and talked about how God called them back to himself, and you know, all of that. Okay, so in today's video we're going to start with talking about how the Israelites fared when they came back from exile. So they came back from exile in 538 BC, that's before Christ, right? So they came back 538 BC, they came in, they were all excited to rebuild their land, rebuild their city, build a temple for God, you know, do all the wonderful things that people do when they have come back to their land. And then after a while, the initial ginger wore off, okay? So they were excited about building their own houses, but then they were like, oh, it's not yet time for us to build the temple of God. So God now told the prophet Haggai, who is the one who wrote this book, by the way, and God now told him that these guys are saying it's not yet time to rebuild a temple for me, but it's time for them to live in their paneled houses, Abi. It's time for them to live in their nice houses, Abi. God did not say Abi, but you know, I have to bring in my own version, right? So in case you're wondering, a paneled house would be like a fine house in a place like Banana Island if you live in Nigeria. Do you get? So God had to tell them that you guys, your priorities are not right. It's just like you're putting money into a pocket that has holes. Your investments, you don't get any head because you are not setting your priorities right. So the moment the prophet Haggai told the Israelites all these things, they finally decided that, you know what, we're going to obey. These guys finally built this temple in like 516 BC, so like 22 years of foolishness, so to speak. But the thing about this scripture, or the thing about the book in general that really hit me, was the fact that even though they were stubborn for 22 years, the moment they said, oh, we're going to obey, the first word God sent to them through the prophet Haggai was that I am going to be with you. And it's very wonderful because a lot of times, especially when we were growing up, our Bible teachers told us, in fact, a Bible teacher told me that if you sin against God, even if you come back, it's like you hit a nail on a wall. So even if you remove the nail, the hole will still be there, the something will still be something. But no, with God, it was totally different. The moment they decided to receive sense, he told them, first of all, I am going to be with you. If you now go into chapter 2, you now see where he began to break things down. Like, he was even asking them, is there any one of you here that saw the temple that was there before you guys went on exile? But just watch, this temple that you guys are going to rebuild, my glory in this temple will be greater than whatever glory you guys have seen before. He promised them that even the covenant he gave them when their forefathers were in Egypt, he has renewed it. In fact, he never even ended the promise with them to start with. And that was amazing. He spoke on the love of God. And in fact, that's one of the things I want you to take home from this video, that no matter what, and no matter how stiff-necked you are, even when you come back, God will not only receive you, he's going to even do more with your life than the previous, kind of like the prodigal son, something like that. Okay, and then as usual, towards the end of this scripture, he now talked about the coming of the Messiah, you know, talking about the coming of Jesus and how he's going to destroy and bring down people that are walking in iniquity, things like that. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed this video. The goal of this video is to get you to have an idea of what these books are about, so that before you start reading the book of Haggai, you already know what you're getting yourself into. Okay, so thanks for watching. The next video is going to go up on Sunday, and I want you to check it out. And I wish you all the best. Happy reading, happy Bible completion, and we'll see you in our next video. Bye.